welcome back, y'all. It's your boy Theme. I'm here with my boy MG. This is the next episode of Bring the Mother Effing Ruckus. Yeah, so we have took a little hiatus. There's been a few cards that we haven't discussed. Last time we did a live on IG, which I think was fun. It was fun doing it on the spot. Like there's no cutting, it's like right live right there on the spot. We had like 1 million viewers. It was fun.
It was nice. It was nice. Real nice, man.
1 million viewers. You missed it. All right. So UFC 275. The headliner is Glover Teixeira against, I don't know, how do you pronounce this guy's name? Oh, Jiri Prochazka.
Prochazka. He's from Czechoslovakia.
Yes, I've seen this guy fight before. I'm not.
Dude, he's an exciting fighter, bro. It's actually the fight's gonna be playing in Singapore. So it's on this Saturday on ESPN Plus. It's a stacked card. I definitely looking forward to.
It's a pay-per-view, right?
The pay-per-view event, yeah. Okay. UFC 275 in Singapore. And Teixeira is fighting it's going to be for his he beat Jon back in UFC 267, so now he's going to be defending his light heavyweight champ.
That was a dope finish. He took his back
second round,
choking him out, right? He knocked him
down.
Right,
second round submission. He won via submission in the second round. And listen, Teixeira's had a lot of issues with his visa and getting a fight here, so that's why there was a long period of time where he wasn't fighting. But he's up there in the ranks. I think the last loss he had was Jon Jones. Aside from that, he's been on a winning streak. Defeating a lot of people. The only problem is Teixeira is 42 years old, and this newcomer is 29 years old, and he's coming from Ryzen, I believe. Right. He's very impressive record, the guy, and he's very unorthodox. He has that martial arts mentality.
Martial arts mentality.
Yeah, dude, this is his training too is I don't. If you get to see the countdown, it's really nice to get to see something like that. And the respect is there between the two fighters, which makes it nice, It's I think that's a dope thing, Has he earned his performance? He definitely earned the performance to fight. He's only got 2 fights in the UFC. He's already going for the belt, but his record outside of the UFC is very impressive, and it seems like in every division that he's been in, he's been a champion. Mm-hmm. So he's got his credentials, he's got experience. He's not like even though Teixeira is 42 years old, they both come with a wealth of experience to the cage.
I've seen this guy fight before. I don't know, for some reason he doesn't pop out too much in my radar. I don't know. I must have just missed a lot.
You might have seen some highlight reels of him because he's got some crazy finishes and some the way he moves around the ring, very unorthodox. His style is a little bit, But one thing that we don't know about him is how is he when he's on the ground game? Teixeira's ground game is no joke. Yeah. So if it goes to the ground, I think that's where Teixeira is going to have the advantage.
Always. He submitted Jan with a.
Yes, look what happened to him.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jiri, how you say Jiri? He's going into this fight as a minus 200, so he's a slight favorite. It's not huge. It's not a huge gap in the odds, but yeah, not much I could say about the guy, man. I listen, bro. I'll be honest. I get hyped for a lot of cards, and I'm a fan of Glover. I'm a fan of Valentina. She's been very dominant.
Oh my God, Valentina's been around a long time. Also,
we're gonna go through the card. But I don't feel the hype for this card. I'm not as pumped as I am, and I told you, I texted you this, and I don't mind saying it. Just something about this card is not really moving the needle for me. I know I'm sounding like a casual right now saying it, but that's fine. I've seen like every fighter here. I've seen fights of theirs. But something about this card isn't really moving the needle for me. What do you think that attributes to?
You know what I think it might be? you bring a good point. Are these fighters pushing the fight? Are they promoting it like other fighters do?
Mhm.
I think that's another thing too that I think the only one on the card that really does a better job of promoting the fight is Joanna, and she's not fighting for a belt or anything, but she's fighting to, she's been out for almost, I want to say 2 years,
She's
right?
been out for a minute.
Yeah, she's been out for a minute,
Yeah.
and we'll get to that too. But I
She
think
had to
she's
wait
the
for
only
that
one
big
has that
ass.
star power.
She had
you
to
know?
wait. She had to wait for that big ass hematoma to go down on her forehead from the last fight. I'm not trying to diss, but that shit was bad, right? Like
That shit was
her head, like
nasty.
she looked like she had another head coming out.
And this is the rematch.
It's a rematch. So we'll get to that. Sorry to skip the line. So Glover versus Projaska. I'm gonna go with my boy Glover just because I've been a fan of his for years. He's a tough veteran of the sport. He's been around for a hot minute.
You remember who you used to train with? You remember who you used to spar with?
Chuck Liddell. And he's boys with
Chuck.
Anderson too, right? He's boys with Anderson.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'm happy that he's a champ, and hopefully, he could get past this guy. I don't know. When you have a veteran like him, and then he's up at 40, how is he? 42?
42.
42 in fight years is a lot in fight years.
He's been
It's a
fighting
lot.
for decades, bro. He's in the
It's a
40
lot.
club.
Yeah. So, but he's smart. He's got a good fight IQ. He's got hands. He's got savage boxing. And his jiu-jitsu is top notch, man. So I can't really size up the other dude against him because I would be bullshitting. I really don't know. I guess he's a good striker.
He's a good striker. That's my only concern is his striking because he's so unorthodox.
Mm-hmm.
And he has, I think in the stand-up he might have a slight advantage also because he has a better reach advantage compared to Glover Teixeira.
Mm-hmm.
But even though, like to your point, he's got his hands he's nasty with his hands. But just because of his unorthodox, I'm gonna give the stand-up. If they stay standing, I think Prochaska has a chance. But
he's got knockout power.
He's got knockout power. So that's the problem.
Glover has a chin though. Has he been like knocked out cold? Have you ever seen Glover get knocked out cold? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think he's been knocked out cold.
So he's got a good chin on him.
With the Jon Jones fight, was it a TKO or was it a submission?
I don't know, to be honest with you, bro. I don't remember that
Can't
fight.
remember.
I know he lost. Jon Jones, I mean, he needs to fucking come back and fight soon too. They're teasing him against Stipe. Jon Jones, eat your vitamins, man, and come in at heavyweight already. What are you waiting for, bro?
Yeah, he's been beefing up.
He's been beefing up. He's been hitting the weights, hitting them deadlifts, son. But yeah, so Glover. So who you got? Mario prediction.
My prediction: if it's stand up, I'll give it to the new guy. But if it goes to the ground, I want to say an early finish would be another second round submission by Glover Teixeira. I want to give it to Teixeira because he's in the 40 club, and since us OGs in the 40 club, we gotta stick together. So I'm gonna give it to Teixeira. He's gonna retain the belt, and he's gonna be like the next Randy Couture. He's gonna carry the torch for a little period of time. It'd be nice,
What other contenders in light heavyweight are we looking at right now? Who are the guys in the top 5 that are contending for the?
There's that Russian dude, right? That just fought in fight night. That won in the first round. He reminds me of Dolph Lundgren, but I forgot his name. He just fought on the fight night.
I might have saw 1 or 2 fights because I think it was my daughter was visiting last weekend, so I was just like, just busy with family stuff. So I didn't get to catch all the fights in that fight night. And I usually watch them, like even if I miss the night of, I'll watch them the next day. But it was just such a crazy week for me. But yeah, there were some good standout fights in that card, right?
There was that, especially that I forgot his name. He's tall too, so there's a lot of new guys coming up in the ranks.
I think I know who you're talking about. Let me check.
I think he has a nice tattoo on his back too. I think it's
he's got a nice tattoo. Oh, I know. He's got a nice tattoo on his back. Let me see. How do I? Volkov.
Yes, Volkov.
Volkov.
Thank
Oh,
you.
actually, you know what? I did see that, and I kind of looked like an early stoppage
It looked like an early
against
stoppage because I
what's
think it was
this guy?
Herb Dean.
Rosenstruck. He's got a name. I forgot his nickname. Something boy, some shit like that. Rosenstruck.
Yeah, so it was Volkov. That's right. He won by the.
Jairzinho.
I think it was an early stoppage too, but you know, it's tough.
Yeah,
It's tough. I think it was the perspective, the vantage point where Herb Dean was at looked like he was like went limb. So
yeah.
I don't know if
Do
he
you
didn't
think
give
it
the
was
guy
an
enough time.
Do you think it was an early stoppage?
I think it was. I think he could have given him a little bit of, you know, I think he could have given him a little bit of another 2-3 seconds
Now,
before he made.
timeout though. This was a heavyweight fight.
Oh, that was a heavyweight fight?
This was a heavyweight fight. Yeah, these guys are heavyweights. Because I've seen Rosenstruck got knocked out by Francis. Francis knocked everybody out pretty much. Yeah, those are heavyweights. But who's on the like top list of contenders at light heavyweight right now?
At light heavyweight? Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. Let's take
Let's
a
see.
quick look. All right. So at it's good that I have this shit like in split screen because now I could look to see what's going on here, right?
I can't
right.
pronounce. Anthony Smith is in number
okay,
5. Thiago
okay.
Santos is 6. Dominique Reyes is 7. And then you have second contender is Prochaska. And then you have Alexander. I don't even know who that is.
All right, so we got Glover is the champ, Jan Blachowicz, Jiri, the guy he's fighting, Prochaska, number 2, Alexander Ratsik at number 3, Magomed Ankalev, number 4, and Anthony Smith, and like Thiago Santos, Dominic Reyes, you know, the rest of the guys. Yeah, man, light heavyweight isn't as crazy as it used to be, I think. I mean, they got some solid guys, don't get me wrong, but not really no guys with star power like that since Jon Jones left the division. Let's keep it real. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
that's
think he's
why
gonna come back? You think
for sure he's coming back. Yeah, you got to get paid, bro. He's for sure coming back. But
do you think we're gonna see a December fight? I think
we're gonna see I think we're gonna see a fight at the end of the year.
At the end of the year, you know what would be nice if they have on the same card Jon Jones and Conor McGregor.
Ooh.
Can you imagine?
I'll pay for that pay-per-view.
Oh my!
I mean,
God.
I pay for every pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that would be sick. What do you think? What are the odds of that happening? You think?
And I think they would, if they could make, you know, it would be amazing. Like a dream would be like have Jones fight Francis, and Charles Oliveira fight Conor, because it seems like they're pushing that, you know, and have it in December.
That would be a smack in the face to every other lightweight contender. But Charles wants to fight.
Charles wants the money. He wants the money fight. You know,
he wants that.
I think they're gonna do it. You know.
You know what? He earned it. He earned that red panty night, bro. Actually, guess what? A fight with Conor is worth more than a title fight. I hate to say it. It is.
Yeah.
You fight that man, you getting paid. You're gonna be
getting paid. Everyone's gonna get paid.
You're gonna be
and if the two of them are on that fight card, they're gonna blow the internet. They're gonna blow the pay-per-view ratings through the roof, because I think which is the one that's on top. It's the fight Conor had with Habib.
Now here's my question to you. Conor has the most drawing power than anyone. Would they put him as a main event and Jon Jones as a co-main event? I don't think they would put him on the same card.
Yeah,
Jon Jones wouldn't. Nah, his debut a heavyweight. I don't know.
The heavyweight would be the main event.
That would be such a strike to Jon Jones's ego.
No. The main event would definitely be Jon Jones versus Francis, and then the co-main event would be Conor and Charles Oliveira.
Well, not Jon Jones, because they're not going to put him up against Francis right away. He's got to get at least 1 or 2 tune-up fights. And not to say Steve is a tune-up fight. I don't mean that at all, but they got to give John somebody. Bro, you think they're going to give him Francis right away? No way. I'll bet you that won't happen. I'll put money on that.
How much money are you talking about, $1? Come on.
I'll put a little bit of change. 3 figures. All right, cool. So let's move on with this card, bro. So Glover versus.
So the co-main event is Valentina versus Taila Santos.
All right, cool. So Valentina Shevchenko, super dominant champion. She's Russian, she's Peruvian, she's a little bit of everything. She loves shooting her guns. She got a bullet tattoo. I mean, she's great at sharpshooting. She's great at martial arts. She's a great dancer. I mean, what can this woman not do? Valentina Shevchenko is like A-list. I don't know. Like she's just an amazing person and an amazing fighter. I give her all the respect, but she's just way too dominant.
Too dominant.
Way too dominant.
Too dominant.
Who is it? Like, no, all respect, Talia Santos, but I don't even like where's she.
But Santos, you know, she came off of I think the Ultimate Fighter show. You know, obviously they're fighting for the women's flyweight title.
Okay.
But Santos, she's a good finisher. You know, I know she's underestimated right now, but
does she have power?
I'm sorry.
Does she have power? Knockout power, like what's her name?
Amanda Nunes.
Like Amanda Nunes, yeah.
I don't think she has like Amanda Nunes power. Like, you know, listen, Amanda Nunes and Valentina, those two fights were it's like the Canelo and Triple G, you know? Those two guys do it, the two women, Valentina and Amanda Nunes. Yeah, it's crazy. I think they're 1-1. They need that rubber match.
Those two flyweights that are gonna keep rematching till the end of time.
Yeah.
What's his name? Figueroa versus what's that Mexican kid?
Oh,
they already had a trilogy and they're about to do another one.
Yep. It's exactly the same thing with both of them. It's like they'll fight, even though they gave it to Amanda Nunes. I still think that, you know, it's 1-1.
Valentina is a super technical striker. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck beating her, you know, technique wise. But
I think she's gonna retain. She's gonna keep the belt. I'm gonna give the fight to Valentina.
Now, if you're a betting person and you want to make some money, Talia Santos is at a plus 450. That's a good bet. If you're a betting person, if she got that lucky punch, you know. But I don't know. I doubt it. But a lot of people doubted Juliana Pena.
Oh my God!
Imagine putting money on that fight. I wish I would have put a G down on that fight. I would have got some good paper out of that.
That's crazy. You think they'll fight again?
They're doing the Ultimate Fighter right now. I seen a few episodes. It's pretty good. They're coaching women's, I believe women's flyweight, if not strawweight.
Because Amanda Nunes is what division she's in?
135. 135.
Yeah.
Women's what is that? Is it strawweight?
I think it's strawweight.
I'm sorry, no, I'm bugging. Strawweight is 115.
Let's see.
Flyweight is 125. Bantamweight. It's women's bantamweight. 135.
Women's pound for pound.
Bantamweight.
Women's strawweight. It's strawweight. Oh no, you're right. It is women's featherweight and bantamweight.
Yeah, but bro, featherweight, disregard that shit. That shit don't even count.
There's nobody there.
She fought Cyborg at featherweight and like one other
it's the bantamweight.
That shit don't even count. That's just to like promote her as a champ, but not anymore because Juliana beat her. But so they're gonna rematch after that season of the Ultimate Fighter. It's pretty good. Oh, so they're coaching heavyweights too. I actually want to. Yeah, I want to go back and see it. They got. Oh, you know who's fighting as a heavyweight? Usman's brother. Kamaru Usman's brother. I forgot his name. He fights at heavyweight.
Oh wow.
He is nowhere near as good as Kamaru Usman, but he's a solid heavyweight. He won his first fight.
I guess they didn't follow the gene pool there. Well,
they followed the gene pool, but the technique pool, I don't know.
The technique wise.
But listen, Kamaru's probably considered pound for pound best in the world right now. You know what I mean? There's a good argument. Him. Who else right now is super dominant? Anyway, I'm sorry. All right, so Valentina Talia Santos, she's at a minus 630 right now.
Yeah, Kamaru Usman's ranked number 1 for the pound for pound.
Who's number 2?
Alexander Volkanovski.
Really, Volkanovski? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm not surprised at that. Give me the top 5. Give me the top 5 pound for pound.
So it's Kamaru Usman is number 1. Number 2 is Alexander Volkanovski. Number 3 is Israeli Adesanya. Number 4 is Charles Oliveira, and number 5 is Francis Ngannou.
I love how you pronounce Israel Alizai. Yo, the last style bender, put some respect on that man's name, son. Yeah. So he's what, number 4 in the top pound for pound?
Number 4.
That's a good. Yeah. Volkanovski is a solid. He's up there. Jon Jones is pissed because he's not up there no more.
He's not. Well, he hasn't fought.
Yeah,
he's not even in the.
Yeah, but he's still pissed. He's still pissed, bro.
Jon Jones is number 10.
Is Jon Jones. Don't drink no more alcohol, please. Stop getting arrested and getting into fight with your girl. Stop putting hands on your woman. And stop getting arrested, bro. You're a good person at heart. I believe in you. And stop fucking around and get your head right. All right, so okay, so who you picking? I gotta ask, you know.
Valentina.
I'm picking Talia Santos by flying uppercut. Round 1. Nah, come on.
Not happening.
You know I'm going with the queen, Shevchenko. All right, so the third fight in this Shang Wei Li versus Johanna.
Shang Wei Li versus Johanna.
Don't try to pronounce her last name by reading it. I've heard her name said so many times as Jędrzejczyk. Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Joanna Champion. Her nickname used to be Joanna Champion, but not anymore, obviously. So they're fighting in the women's strawweight. So that is Rose Namajunas division. Which now Rose ain't champ no more. After
That's right.
Can we talk about that fight? Did we talk about that fight, bro? Did we talk
about
it?
Talk about it because Carla.
We did. That's the one we did the preview for, and then we didn't talk about it afterwards.
Right.
And then what was the fight after that? It was what was it? What was the fight? Oh, it was Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje, right?
Justin Gaethje.
That shit made up because I wasn't too crazy about that card until that fucking Charles Oliveira fight, boy. Just quick side note, okay? They were saying a lot of like MMA fighting, or I think it was Bloody Elbow, one of those. They were saying how Charles Oliveira has created a 10 count knockdown for himself. So basically, if he gets hit, right, and it's like staggers him, he'll go on his back. He's gonna go on his back because why? Nobody's gonna jump into his guard. Nobody's gonna try.
Nobody wants to.
I mean, I'm sure somebody.
You saw Justin Gaethje. Gaethje's like, get up.
So how smart is that, bro? He can go on his back and recover, and give himself a minute to recover and come. That's kind of like a 10 count in boxing.
I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah. Nobody. Who else can do that?
He gets punched and there's like a delay, and then he goes.
He did it like 3 times in that fight. Yeah. He went on his back. He's like, "Yo, come on." He knows exactly what he's doing. And Gaethje was like, "No." Gaethje was like, "No, get up."
They're scared. They're scared of his ground game.
And then he got knocked down. Listen, what got me hype about that fight was that I feel like they screwed that man out of his belt for half a pound. Let's not get it twisted. I did a poll. I said, should a champion lose his title over missing weight for half a pound? And that half a pound was questionable because there was some shit about they were fucking around with the scales, this and that.
It wasn't calibrated, they said.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
I don't think that a champion should be stripped of his title for half a pound.
No,
1 pound, 1 pound, 2 pounds, of course. But half a pound, bro, come on. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Maybe take away some of his fight purse. I don't know, but don't strip him of his title. So when he won that fight, and I could see his emotion, he's jumping on the cage. He's like, yeah. He's like, you know, I'm the champion. He's telling Dana, and he went up to Dana. He was like, yo, what's up? Like, and Dana's telling him, you're going to be the next contender for the belt, whatever. Like, what?
No kidding.
So, in everybody's eyes, Charles Oliveira is a champ, right? In my eyes, he's still the champ. So the belt 155 is vacated now, and he's gonna fight against I don't know what fight they're trying to make for him. Oh, maybe Conor.
That's what I'm
Fucking
telling you.
Conor, bro.
I'm
Yo,
telling
Conor-
you, Connor.
yo,
They're gonna
Conor-
let him.
Conor
He's gonna
just-
run. He's gonna go straight to the top of the
Yeah,
belt.
yeah. He
And
just
it's-
slides he slides on in. He slides into
Wait,
Dana's tech.
he hasn't fought in what 20?
Hey,
Since
Dana, let me
2018?
get that title shot.
Since 2018, he hasn't
I
fought
don't
in
know, bro.
2017.
And
Fucking
I
guys,
bet you they'll give it to him. I bet you they'll give it
I
to
told you the fight. If
Yo.
it's not under the Jon Jones card, it's gonna be his own main card.
Bro, Conor doesn't
Might be
have
in
to worry about.
December.
He don't have to worry about Khabib no more. I think
Oh.
he's a good. Listen, Oliveira's dangerous against anybody with his jiu-jitsu, but Conor's always got that knockout power, chance of knock. You know what I mean? So striking, that's a good matchup, right or wrong. He don't
No,
have
it's
to
a-
worry
it's a-
about no like. Yes, he's Oliveira's a solid jiu-jitsu guy. He's got some good takedowns, but not like Khabib level wrestler takedowns. He doesn't have Conor don't have to worry about that. He's gonna let loose. I'm here. We're over here trying to talk about this UFC card. To me, I'm not hype about it. We're talking about Conor versus Oliveira.
Dude, I'm telling you, they're gonna make that fight happen. They're gonna make it happen. And listen, Khabib, isn't Khabib supposed to fight Tony Ferguson? He's in through Eagle FC or something.
He might, yeah, but they gotta let Tony go.
They gotta let Tony. Oh,
gotta let
dude, he's
Tony-
already lost what?
I feel bad for Tony. Let's talk about Tony for a second, man. And listen, I apologize to these ladies. We're gonna come back to them. But real quick, Tony, he was doing good in that first round against Michael Chandler, right? He was working. No, but that was in round 2, I believe.
Round 2.
So Tony, right or wrong, Tony was looking good in that first round. He was looking good. He was looking smooth. He was looking sharp. He was catching Chandler with a few shots. But bro, what was it? It was a head kick. What did he hit him with? Oh, the front kick to the face. Front kick to the face.
Ooh, and then his face, and they took that snapshot. He looked like a nugget.
My bro, that's karate 101. That's
He
that
caught
shit.
him.
Steven
And you saw the way he
Seagal.
fell.
Thank you, Steven Seagal, for teaching everybody that front kick. Yo, I feel bad for Tony, bro, because the way he landed, he fell flat on his face, and he was stiff.
Dude, he looked hard. Yo, when he hit that the canvas, that looked bad.
He was stiff, bro, for a minute, and that's dangerous to see, man. Like you can't.
Yeah,
take
because
too many-
listen, the problem is with Tony. Or he's when he's going to war. You could throw the kitchen sink at him.
Killer
he's
be
not gonna
killed.
stop.
He got that killer, that Mexican killer be
That
killed
warrior mentality. He's got that warrior mentality that won't give up. He's like Jackie Chan doing stunts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I don't see it. I don't know. He's had a nice run, but I think he's 4 fights now.
You think they'll cut him? I don't think they'll cut him. Tony's
I
always
don't know.
a good fight.
He's causing a lot of drama.
It's causing a lot of drama, but I don't think they'll cut him for that. He's a needle mover.
Yeah, he is.
Let him fight Nate. At lightweight. Fight Nate at 170. That would be fun because they both got boxing. They both got jiu-jitsu. I wouldn't mind seeing Tony versus Nate at 170. Fuck it.
Damn.
Sean Shelby.
Make it happen.
Sean Shelby. Yo, you heard? Yeah. Tony Ferguson versus
Nate Diaz.
Nate at 170.
All right. We'll see what happens. They'll get back to us.
Yeah, I'll get back to it. All right. So apologies to these ladies. Zhang Weili versus Johanna ex-champ.
Who do you have for that fight?
Okay, so the first fight was bananas. I remember it was one of the last times we went to see a UFC outdoors before the pandemic hit. It was right around that time in 2020 that they fought. And I remember we were on Steinway because we were going to this other party across the street, a friend of ours. And they were showing the fights at Brick across the street. So I remember we ran across to see the fights, and that fight was nuts. It was crazy,
that fight
bro.
Was just,
they were killing each other it went to decision, right? So I think Zhang Weili won. She won by unanimous decision.
Unanimous decision. Yo, dude, that fight was insane. The way they were going at it.
And
Toe to
Joanna,
toe.
yeah, huge hematoma growing out of her head. And she hasn't fought since then, right? She didn't fight after
She
that.
hasn't fought since then. And it's
Okay.
like, yeah, it's been like 2 years. It's 2
Listen,
years.
bro, I think it's good that she took that time off. I think it's good mentally, physically, everything. So I think we might have the old Joanna back, the one that was
I think it'll definitely be another performance of the night.
the
With the two
Joanna
of
that
them.
was scary, that she was murking chicks. So what's interesting is that Joanna took the belt from before she started her title run. She took the belt from the current champ, Carla Esparza. Remember?
Right. Yes.
And she whooped Carla. Easy work.
Easy. That was a
So
walk through the park.
yeah, so now she's gonna be talking shit. She's gonna be like, "Yo, Carla, what's up? You know, you done with your honeymoon? You know what I mean?"
And then
But
she'll have a rematch with Rose.
yeah, Rose got her number though. Rose
Yeah.
beat her twice. So listen, man, I was so disappointed. I think everybody was disappointed with that fight. I don't know what it is. And out of respect for Rose, because I'm a fan of hers, I don't know if it was a
Oh,
mental
that
thing.
fight. Yeah,
It
that
was.
was
I don't know if it
bad.
was a mental thing. She just maybe she was too worried about the takedowns, or like I could hear Pat Barry in the corner telling her, "Yo, you're doing great. You're doing great." Like what? You're not
It was-
doing nothing.
She was running
They
around. She was
weren't.
like
They weren't
not
engaging.
engaging. She was like
Nothing, bro.
hesitant. It was
I'm
weird.
like this was one of those very few fights that I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Right?
Yeah, she wasn't in her head wasn't in the game. Listen, she has great footwork and everything, but that night wasn't her night,
bro.
man.
It wasn't even a sparring match. It was like a dance off. Like they
Oh
weren't.
my god,
It was just bad, bro.
it
And
was
so,
bad.
and then on top of that, they give Carla the belt. Like here's your fucking wedding gift. She was doing her wedding. You know what I mean? Here's your wedding gift. Here, you're a UFC champ now. Now, good luck against Joanna or Zhang Wei Li, because they're coming for that ass.
Oh my god.
They're coming for that ass.
So we'll see. We'll see after this fight. We'll see who's gonna be up for the title fight, right?
You see, bro, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get hyped because I told you I wasn't too hyped for this car, so I'm trying to get hyped. You know? All right, so this fight is a toss-up for me, bro, because Zhang Weili got power. She's a powerhouse. Joanna's more technical. They're gonna go at it again. This could, I don't know, bro. I can't call this one. If you want to, if you want to force me to give me a, well,
It's a tough one.
they
Like,
were
listen,
both
they're
champs. Zhang Weili was champ. She defended her belt a couple times too. They're
Right.
both ex-champs.
They're
right?
both ex-champs and they're both hungry. They both want it. So
Yeah.
this is gonna be one of those. I think it might even be a fight of the night.
I'm kind of more hyped for this rematch than the Valentina fight, just because, bro, give Valentina. Can we get another women's flyweight that's like at her level, please? Then I will get hyped for one of her fights.
Oh,
But now I just feel like they're feeding her like sacrifices. No disrespect, Talia Santos. I'm sorry. Anyway, make your pick now.
I'm gonna pick Shang Wei Li
You're gonna pick Zhang Weili by what?
by decision again. This is gonna go straight to the decision.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be brutal.
It's gonna be a blood fest.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a blood fest without a doubt, and it's gonna go straight to the scorecards.
or you never know. It might end. I mean, so neither of them are known for their submissions. They don't really have submissions like that.
No,
Maybe Zhang Weili is more of a grappler than Joanna, right? I think it's safe to say that. Maybe Zhang Weili is more of a striker because Joanna is not really known for. I mean, I'm sorry, Zhang Weili is more of a grappler, so Joanna is not really known for her grappling. She might have some good takedown defense because she works with ATT with Mike Brown and them guys at American Top Team. So she's got some good wrestling defense, but she's not really known for being a wrestler or a submission artist. Correct me
yeah.
if I'm
So
wrong.
Joanna has 81% takedown defense.
Yeah,
He's no joke.
yeah.
And they're striking. They both strike. They're both about almost.
That's because working with the ATT guys over there in Florida. You know what I mean? She got
This
Dustin.
is definitely gonna be it could go like the last fight. You
You
know,
got
they're gonna-
Dustin Poirier, Tiger Alves, fucking Mike Brown, all them killers down there helping her with her wrestling. Yeah, man. So I don't know. I don't know. I can't call it, bro. I want to pick somebody.
I'm picking Shang Wei
All right,
Li
fuck it.
for
You know what? I'll pick Joanna then.
you pick
Just-
Joanna?
I'll pick Joanna. Joanna by
Okay.
by front face kick. Nah.
Can you imagine?
That kick is slick, bro. It's like whoop. It's like a little snap kick because you're kicking with your the ball of your foot.
Yes.
That's the shit that boom, right in the chin.
Who was the first one did that front kick? You remember?
Anderson did it to Vitor. Lyoto did it to two people. Lyoto
Randy
did it to
Couture.
Randy Couture, and he did it to Vitor. Vitor got front kicked twice. My man.
That's right.
Vitor got front kicked twice. There you go. So I started coming off as a casual at the beginning of this, but you already know I know my history. All right. So moving along now, the bottom of the beginning of this card, I've seen these guys. I'm kind of familiar with them, but I'm not too like, why are these guys on the main card? So
Yeah, I'm not familiar with them. You know, I know it's a flyweight bout and then the welterweight bout, but
I
I'm
mean,
not.
they must see something in these guys for them to put them on the main card. So Rogerio Bontorin versus Manel Cape. I don't know. It's a toss up. This guy Cape is a minus 220. And Rogerio is plus one.
And Jerrio's coming off of a loss from his last fight. So
yeah,
we'll see. We'll
do
see
you
how
really
he does.
do you really follow the men's flyweight like that? The men's flyweight division?
No, I haven't. I don't follow them.
Yeah. I mean, but unless it's Figueroa versus fuck, I'm sorry, why I keep forgetting this kid's name, bro. Please find his name for me, because I want to give him props. Mexican kid.
I know who you're talking about. You talking about Brandon Moreno?
Yes, thank you, Brandon Moreno.
You're welcome.
Much props, Brandon Moreno. I'm not really I've never been really too crazy about the flyweight division because Mighty Mouse was so dominant. Then he left and went to one.
He went to one championship.
And he got knocked out. What? Right? Once, right? He got knocked out.
Yeah,
once?
he got knocked out. The guy caught him, clipped him.
Yeah. All it takes is one shot in this
One
game.
shot.
All right. So the last fight is a welterweight bout. Jack de la Madena and versus Ramazan Emeev. I don't know who these guys. I think this is why
all these names.
I think this is why when I saw this card as a whole, I'm like, it's missing throw one more noticeable fight in there, like one more fight to get me hyped. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of new fighters in the UFC.
New blood. What? All right. So fucking now, since we're going over the card, let's look at the prelims real quick. I don't know. Wait, who the fuck are these guys? There's nobody really that pops out here in these prelims. Oh, maybe you know why, bro? They're trying all these different guys because they're in Singapore, right? It's a different market over there. Where are they?
Oh, that's right. It's in Singapore. That's
yeah,
right.
It's in Singapore. So it's a lot of the overseas fighters that they're.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
right.
listen, bro. Don't get me wrong. This whole prelim card could be the best fights ever.
Oh,
You know
without a doubt.
They could be the best fights ever. I'm not hyped for none of these because, I'm not really too familiar.
Yeah,
with
because
some
look
of these
at
guys.
even the early prelims also.
Who's in the early
Really old.
prelims? Yeah, so you could tell this is an overseas card. They don't really put a lot of star power in them because people are gonna watch regardless. You know what I mean? But UFC, get your shit together. You guys are a multi-billion-dollar company. You could put some. If you're gonna make me pay $80 fucking with tax and all this bullshit for a card, you need to do better than this. I'm sorry.
They started off strong.
I'm a fan for life. I'm a fan for life.
doubt.
This is the Premier League, but you can't be charging people no $80 for a card like this. I'm sorry. And no disrespect to the fighters. But that's just how I feel, bro. I don't want to speak for you, but that's just how I feel.
Listen. I'm not paying for fights. You know.
You are paying for fights.
But yeah, there's so many fight nights coming up. You know.
Let me tell you, if it wasn't two title fights in this card, this is a fight night card. Let's keep it real,
Yeah.
right? This is a fight night card. They're putting the two championship fights at the top because to sell it as a pay-per-view, but well, real fans know better. Come on, Dana.
Yeah, there's a lot of fight nights coming up. The next one's 276 with
You know what Dana would say to me? I'm a fucking nobody. Who the fuck are you, you fucking nobody? You don't like the fight? Don't fucking watch it.
don't watch it.
Don't fucking watch it. Simple as that. You fucking goof. That's what Dana would say to me.
You know, my coworker bumped into Dana White at the airport. And
Really?
He was traveling overseas. He was in Greece, in Athens. He saw Dana White. He went up to him.
Nice.
Had a nice little conversation.
I'm
for
sure
like
he's an
15
easygoing guy. Like he seems like a down to earth. Like you could approach him, he'll say what's up to you. You
That's
know
what he
I
told
mean?
me. That's what my coworker
Yeah.
told me.
Yeah, he's a
That's
real
get
G.
outta here.
He's a real G. He might be a degenerate gambler, but he's a
Oh
real
my
G.
God.
He's a smart businessman, bro. Like he built this motherfucker. Like let's keep it real. 100%. He was one of the
Well, it
people
was
that
his
helped build
vision
this- that helped
because
build this
he
sport.
saw that they were selling it, and he bought it for what, $2 million, and look what it's worth now. Sold for over billions of dollars, $4 billion, right?
Fertitta said, "Guess what? I'm taking my money and I'm out, and I'm gonna go buy the fucking.
Well, they got scared because
I'm
they
gonna go
they
buy the
invested-
Oakland Raiders."
But they got scared because they invested $50 million and it was about to like crap
At the
until
time,
that-
at the time,
At the time,
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
time,
yeah,
if it
yeah.
wasn't for that show on Spike TV that
Mhm.
blew them up, that fight.
yeah.
Oh my
But
God.
bro, they built an empire, and this is why we're such great fans because you and I have been watching this for years. I mean, like since before the UFC.
Well,
We-
it came, been since '93.
I
Yeah,
wasn't a
since
fan
93.
since the beginning.
I was
I
a fan
wasn't.
since the beginning.
I wasn't.
Since the beginning,
I'll
I've seen
keep it
every
real.
single fight.
Yeah,
Since
I
the
thought it was
beginning.
barbaric. I guess I just thought more of like as a boxing fan, like when I would see these guys in a cage getting all bloody, I'm like, what is this barbaric shit? I was one of those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
get
then-
out of here!
Yeah, bro.
Holy shit! I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah.
No, dude,
in the
I was in
early
love with
days,
it.
you know, the 90s.
No, because when UFC came out, I was watching it from day one, in '93, and then I was also watching Pride, and I love Pride.
I love Pride too, but I saw them more as like later on. You know what I'm saying? I started watching all the Pride catalogs and the old Pride fights and stuff like that. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
those-
Like I
those
started
were-
catching Pride like towards the end of it when right before like around the time where the UFC bought them out and they started taking all their fighters.
Oh, no,
And
no,
then-
no. I was
and
watching it.
Yeah.
I was watching it. I think the UFC was first, and I think a year later I got into Pride. I came across it, and then I'm just a fan of fighting. I was getting into all of them, and I was buying a whole bunch of stuff. I was watching all the undercard amateur fights and bare knuckle fights. I was watching all those bare knuckle fights from Brazil. They had this one that would host on live online from Rio.
Yeah.
It was like no time limit bare knuckle fight. It was
Yeah.
crazy. These guys were
Well,
fighting.
now they got the new bare knuckle FC. They got a couple old
bare
UFC
knuckles
fighters on there.
doing. Yeah, they got a lot of fighters going over bare knuckle. They're making money over there.
I'm on the fence about that though. I don't know. I'm not convinced yet. And that's just me. I don't know. I like all the tools being used. You feel me? I like all the tools being used. There was this one dude, I saw just a little clip of it. He was like a boxer, like a pugilist. And he's fighting these bare knuckle guys and fucking them up because you're just using your hands.
Yeah.
Yo, don't go into bare knuckle as an ex-MMA fighter thinking that if you're gonna fight a boxer in bare knuckle,
Oh,
you're gonna get fucked up, bro.
Yeah, because MMA is you're well rounded, but you now it's just bare knuckles, and it's if you're a boxer, you got the advantage.
That's the
without a doubt.
perfect. That's the perfect transition. If you like don't do
Yeah.
boxing anymore, go to bare knuckle. But if you're an
Yeah.
ex-MMA fighter and you going to bare knuckle, boy, you better work on that boxing 24/7.
It's crazy.
24/7, bro. But listen, this card is good. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna pay for it. It's gonna be fun. And yeah, man, I think this was a really good one. This was a good comeback episode for us. I like the energy. It was great.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It was great. So let's try to.
Don't forget to subscribe, follow us.
Yeah, I mean,
share.
we're gonna have a channel up soon. Right now it's it is where it is, and we'll get this going. We'll get this going.
This is our starting point, man. We're gonna just just continue to follow us, and we'll keep giving you guys updates, man.
Yo, by the way, I cannot get into my Facebook, bro. I know you asked me. I cannot get into my fucking Facebook. Like, if you want to holler at Mark Zuckerberg, yo, Mark, I can't log into my Facebook. Like, can you call your boy? Because I can't get into my Facebook.
You can't get in?
So I can, bro. It's not even like that it won't accept my login. It's giving me this other bullshit, like this weird error message. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but anyway, that's why I'm not on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube, IG, all of that. We'll put the link out, and then we're gonna get like an official channel for this going. It's gonna be fun.
And then we'll branch off into TikTok and everything else and all the other channels.
Bring the ruckus.
Bring the ruckus.
Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.
All right. Later, team.
Later, brother.